Hi friends, Pastor Veronica here with a special story just for you. Tonight's story was actually a story that was given to my son Harry by his godparents, Daniel and Margaret. And this book is called Sea Glass Summer, and it's written by Heidi, Jardine, Stoddart. And it's extra special to us because it's also signed by the author. Sea Glass Summer. Molly loved the seashore. Her favorite place was Graham's cottage by the sea. That little yellow cottage, very pretty. Early each morning after breakfast and tea, Molly and her Graham wandered the beach looking for sea glass. The sea glass hid among pebbles, under driftwood, and in the sand. Molly loved blue and Graham liked green. Graham said Molly was the best finder she'd ever seen. There they are. After lunch, seeking quiet and shade, they'd settle on the porch. Graham knit and watched boats come and go from the harbor. Molly sorted her sea glass, savoring the smooth feel and the soft, colorful glow. Some say that sea glass is mermaids' tears, Graham said as she rocked in her chair. When boats have trouble at sea, the mermaids cry. Those colored bits are their tears, washed ashore. Molly looked up, hoping for more mermaid stories, but Graham had already started her nap. Molly added the tiny treasures to her old glass jar. Often in the afternoon, Molly and Graham would head back to the beach. Graham liked to have a good float in the ocean every day. She said salt water cured everything. Molly liked splashing and jumping and being chased by the waves. One afternoon, Molly found an unusual rock. "That's a wishing rock," Graham said. "It has a stripe that goes all the way round. Stand with your back to the ocean and toss the rock over your shoulder. Listen for the splash. If the rock makes it back to the sea, your wish will come true." Molly didn't know what to wish for, so she tucked the rock in her pocket. Do you see the rock with a stripe? At night, Graham tucked Molly into bed with a story and a kiss. Graham propped the window open so Molly could hear the waves, and she set the old jar of sea glass gently on the bedside table where Molly could see it. Molly dreamed of ships and sails and mermaid tales. This was how Molly and Graham liked to spend time together. That is, until the day the moving truck arrived. Molly knew it was coming. Her parents had packed up all their things and told her about their new home, far, far away. When it was time to go, Graham held Molly close. Molly slipped her wishing rock into Graham's hand. "What's this?" Graham asked. "It's a present, a wish waiting to happen." Graham kept the rock near her heart as they waved goodbye. Far, far away, Molly unpacked her treasures. She tried to sleep, but she missed the sound of the waves. Her sea glass glowed in the lights of the city, and Molly thought of Graham. Soon it was time for school bells and schedules, backpacks and buses. Geese crossed the sky heading south, and trees turned autumn orange. Molly jumble-tumbled in the leaves. Pumpkin patch and jack-o'-lantern glow, Jack Frost sketched on her cold window. Summer faded, and Molly missed Graham. When dark came early and lingered on, out came Graham's quilt to keep Molly warm. Winter brought snow, and the north wind would blow. Skating in the park, Molly could see her breath. It looked like fog, and she thought of the sea. There's her jar of sea glass by her window. Then oops, I missed a page, sorry. On a still blue night, the moon icy white, Molly stayed up late sorting her sea glass. She wondered if the moon was shining over Graham's cottage by the sea. Then, one blustery afternoon, Molly came home to find a parcel. Graham had knit warm woolly mittens just for her. When Molly tried them on, she found a treasure tucked inside. It was her wishing rock, wrapped in a note. Dear Molly, a wish waiting to happen. Love, Graham. Hug, kiss and hug and kiss and hug. That's what XOXO means. But Molly didn't know what to wish for. She set the rock on her window ledge. See the note? It says, Dear Molly, a wish waiting to happen. Love, Graham. XOXO. X stands for kiss. O stands for hug. So kiss, hug, kiss, hug. At last, a muddy smell as rivers swelled, and Canada geese returned. Icicles were dripping, ropes twirled for skipping, and bicycles appeared. Fresh breezes blew, and the world seemed new. Bud green, sprout green, leaf burst green, Molly thought spring was as green as sea glass, and she wished she were at the beach with Graham. Suddenly, she had an idea. Oh, I wonder what her idea is. Let's find out. Molly raced home to get her wishing rock. She was too far from the ocean to make the wish come true, but far, far away, Graham would know what to do. She wrapped up the rock with a little note and mailed her wish to the cottage by the sea. School days came to an end. It was summertime again, but Molly longed for the seashore. She waited and wondered. Until one summer day, when Molly found an empty suitcase waiting on her bed. Beside it was a note from Graham. Our wishing rock wish has come true. Molly packed for her holiday and counted the sleeps. At last, hugging her old jar of sea glass to keep it safe, she traveled far, far away. Where do you think she's going? To her favorite place, where her heart felt at home. Graham was waiting for her there in the cottage by the sea. The end. Wasn't that a really nice story? Tonight's book was Sea Glass Summer by Heidi, Jardine, Stoddart. This was such a fun story to share with you, friends, and I have a special jar of sea glass in my house. I keep it right on my mantle. It's sea glass that we collected when we lived in Washington, and some of that sea glass we collected with Harry's godparents and their son, and we had a lot of fun doing that. And so we were so grateful that they gave us this book to remind us of all the time we spent combing the beaches for sea glass. So remember, friends, God loves you, and so do I. Good night and sleep well.